is up.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whomever, whichever, however, wherever way you shall be watching this video. You should choose to watch this video. And if you choose to watch this video, I appreciate it. Your time is precious and valuable, and you chose to spend it with me talking about something. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter, only because it's going to be just busy for me. I would say, not today, but Saturday will be my last day for my current job. And then I gotta kind of make preparations for my new job. Some preparations, at least, for tomorrow. I mean, technically, same facility, same building and everything. Just different role. I was able to get some sleep last night, which is good. I've been taking some additional magnesium. I'm also going to be trying to take some additional like vitamin B, the B complex in general, and B12. I know I haven't been getting much of that, so shout out to Comment yesterday. Made that recommendation, especially for iron. I'd have to. Ever since I've been taking the magnesium, at least it's been a bit more calm. Which I suppose it's a natural effect from magnesium. When I come to do my research, a lot of people are actually deficient in magnesium. A lot of people are going through magnesium deficiencies, and then magnesium plays a huge part, just helping a variety of different functions in your body. Say if you have low magnesium levels, you can have hypertension, cardio hypertension, if I'm not mistaken. That and yeah, still trying to get over some other things, but other than that, pretty good last night. Which brings me to my subject today. It's been more about the human body and how when we are born and as we continue to grow and develop into adulthood, I mean, we're always growing to some degree, albeit when we hit our later stages in life, like when we're in our 40s, 50s, 60s, it's more, you could say, mental growth or psychological growth in that regard, because your body at some point is just working to maintain itself. So, and then the more you are proactive and eating healthy, watching your activity level, watching your stress levels, the more you can preserve your body's natural functions and body's state into the longer years, unless you're subjected to some pre-existing genetic condition, in which is common throughout your ancestry, let's say. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it skips generations. Yeah. So it's like you hit a point in your life where you just are trying to maintain your body's overall basic functions. It comes to say that, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it in a previous video, I probably have, but when it comes to diet especially, if you grew up eating a poor diet, and it's affected you as a young adult or a child, meaning you're overweight, or you're struggling with your weight, or you have lost some teeth because of it, or some other health condition has developed during your younger years, as a reflection from that diet or that habit, you can still live a healthy life thereafter once you overcome it. The only difference is it's going to be more imperative that you are more proactive in maintaining proper health and a proper diet and just overall basic good habits to maintain your level of function, your body's level of function. So let's say from when you were born, or not when you were born, let's say just young adult, like when you're like 8 years old, all the way until you're until you turn 20. Let's say your diet mostly consisted of unhealthy foods, junk food, sitting around, not really doing anything. You can age, or you look like you age quicker from it because of those habits than if you actually ate healthy or active, out and about and all that. As a prime example, I was overweight. In my early 20s, I was pushing over 240 pounds. About 243 on my heaviest, if I can recall correctly. And then when I lost all that weight, I had many comments from people saying, "Oh, you look so much healthier, so much younger." And when looking at photos from back then, I definitely did look older. It can have that effect on you. Because remember, there's more stress on your cells, more stress in your body. And then your body's essentially working extra hard to maintain itself at that point because of the additional stressors, the additional volume, the additional, and working to handle the excess that you're putting in your body, albeit usually unhealthy as well. So you're overwhelming your system at an age where you shouldn't be doing so. So it can potentially drastically stunt your life expectancy, especially if you continue to eat unhealthily or just engage in activities that just doesn't help the overall health and operation and function of your body. So for another prime example, you smoke cigarettes. If you smoke cigarettes, that's you. That's your prerogative. You have the right to do so. You can do whatever. It's your body, your choice. But as you started smoking cigarettes pretty consistently, and then you start increasing your consumption of cigarettes from, let's say, age of 18 to into your 30s, and let's say you had an identical twin, who never smoked a cigarette in their life, and chooses to not do so. When you put those two together, one looks drastically older than the other. You would probably swear that it would be someone's older brother or older sister from that case, because how much it influenced the cell health in the body. Stress on the heart, stress on the skin cells, stress on a variety of others, on lung cells, everything. So it's just that to take into consideration. I wish when I was younger, still dealing with consuming some cod liver oil. It makes me gassy or burpy. But yeah, it's like when you're dealing with these additional stressors on your body, it doesn't help you in the long term. So let's say if I was, again, I wish I ate healthier. I wish the good habits were instilled at a younger age with let's say when I was being brought, when I was being nurtured. But we have obviously things happen in our lives that we, especially in our younger lives, that we have no control over, in which we are reliant upon our spouse, our parents to kind of oversee and look after. But now when you're in adulthood, it's your responsibility. So that's something to also take into consideration. So it may not necessarily always be your choice in watching health, unless you're naturally intuitive and you are the type were the type of child that was actually proactive in watching your health and eating healthily. And if you were, kudos to you. You were pretty much almost a step ahead. But yeah, so the body, you can work, especially if you've grown up having a diet and activity level that's healthy into adulthood, and you maintain that into adulthood, you can afford to be more of a slack off in your older years than your younger years. If your younger years where you had a diet level and an activity level and diet of unhealthy proportion, because your body can handle it a little bit better, can handle it a little bit quicker, but still not recommended. It's like me, I'm pretty much working more maintain my weight or gain some muscle mass. So maybe once a week or so, I'd have a real cheat meal. I don't have cheat days. I'd have a cheat meal. Body can handle that one incident and be done with. That's just me. So it's not as in depth and in detail of a description for the human body and the function, health, diet as I want it to be, because again, for this kind of subject, I'm going to talk probably for 20 plus minutes in more detail, in more technical terms if I really wanted to, but I wanted to kind of keep this video a bit short, and it's already almost 12 minutes. So I appreciate your time spending here watching this video. If you so choose to watch this entire video, if you did watch this entire video, give yourself a thumbs up, a pat in the back. I appreciate you spending the time with me. Hope amazing things and great things for you for the remainder of this day and thereafter. If you're going through something rough, it'll get better. Just hang on. You got to keep telling yourself that's a temporary thing. It'll pass. It'll subside. And try not to let those negative thoughts nag you that it's only going to get worse, or that you're always subject to this or anything like that, because it's not true. Your thoughts are just that, thoughts. They need you to survive. They need you to keep on. But you don't need thoughts. You can have a thoughtless moment, a thoughtless day, and still be just fine. But a thought needs you. A thought can't live without you. So just think about that. So other than that, thank you for watching, and have a great remainder of your day.